Hello everybody and welcome to my house video for this tutorial series. I gotta say I'm almost done, people. Almost done. So happy. Can't wait. Alright, I remember last time I just elongated the garage and it looks wonderful. So today I'm actually gonna start doing the windows. I'm gonna do the front windows here. And as you can see, the front windows are in fact different from the back windows. So then I will get started. Now, the reason why this is be its own video is because the front windows, I decided I'm going to make these higher windows up here. So then, and this will involve windows that are on the that are within this divide line between layers. And because these windows actually will have curves, I will show you how I do those. Actually, I will show you how to do those in another video, I think. Oh, we'll see how this one goes. Alright, I'll start now by... So what I want to do is, okay, I'm on layers. Make sure I'm on the right layer. I'll fill in this opening here. All I did was make the plane and copy it, move it. Now I'm going to make the actual... Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm also going to move this guy over. It's because that's I'm going to make one as the actual frame of the window, and then I'm going to make one as the glass of the window. So what I want to do is color the frame as I want it to be. This will be the part that opens and closes, and yes, I want an opening window. 1 inch, 1.5 inches, it's fine, you know, it's Sketchup. So what I want to do is I want to make it so then the bottom part of it opens and the top part of it doesn't. However, and these windows would look weird if I used, if I put the divide in the middle, the opening divide in the middle. So I'm going to make this 5 panes tall instead of 4 panes tall. Or it would look even weird with 6 panes tall. So I'm going to use 5. And how do I do that? Alright, so what I do here is I usually make frames 2 inches, I mean just for my SketchUp models, 2 inches, right? But whenever I have that divide, there's another 2 inches that is used here. So how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to make this exactly the height of this, proposedly, I'm going to move this in 4 inches here because you see 2 plus 2 equals 4, and so then this has to be this minus 4 inches. Okay, so then now that I know that there will be 2 inches here, and then 2 inches here, and another 2 inches for the divide somewhere, I will move this down 6 feet. I'll use this move tool and then move it down, no, not 6 feet, 6 inches. Type in 6, enter. And then what I'll do from there, actually then I'll move it up 1 inch. And then I'll use my offset tool. I usually have a lattice as an inch in SketchUp. No, it isn't usually that much. I just do it in SketchUp. So I'll just say 1/2 inch out. Then get rid of the inner rectangle. And actually you'll see this work nicely. You'll actually see this really work nicely. I worked this part out. And then now divide, right click divide, 5. And then this is so then you'll know where to make that divide. Alright. And then so then from there just Yeah, I think I'll do those upper windows on another video. Just because, you know, there's stuff to go over there. And then this window will actually be 4 panes wide. Yeah, I'll do it that way. And then I use this offset tool at the top. No, I will go inward half an inch. And then you'll just do that merrily. La 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 la. For all 20 squares. I know this can be a real pain in the neck. Especially, you know, I mean, it's long. But the idea is to make it so that, I mean, it looks realistic and not awkward. And I mean, it really works, and it pays off, actually. Alright, so I want the bottom part of the window versus the top part of the window. How I separate it is I take my rectangle tool. Alright, so then I go up 2 on this particular window. And as you can see, this corner here, watch my cursor, and then this inner corner here, not outer corner. Then you do the same here. Then erase the outer corners. So there, now you got 2 windows. So now we want to color. Now we want to color it. I think I showed you the importance of coloring it this kind of grayish white color from the get-go, from another video, from my farmhouse video series. Because whenever if you saw on that one, I actually painted it all black inside at once. I don't want everything to turn black, where I'd have to go back and redo everything in white. That is not fun. So here, I'll just go to translucent. I usually pick, my favorite one is usually this gray color. I go around back, and I just go back and color each of the 20 squares. And then you see it colored even outside here too. I don't want that. I always go for this reflective color. Alright, and I think it's a little too blue for me, so personally I go here, you see, go to the edit, and you go to the this little eyedropper tool here. Can you see my cursor? Match color of object and model. So then I go here, I click on this, and then there, it gives me a gray reflection. I like that. I don't know why I like that better, but I do. So great. Now I got this. Alright, so then I go up. .7. Because what I do here is that you see from the bottom here to this piece here, I use that measurement 2'7" here. So I went up from this inner corner here up 2'7". And then I'm going to take that line across. And you'll see why in just a second. I'm going to copy this up 2 inches as planned. I push in, and then I pull out. Then I come back around. Then I push in. Wrong, sorry. Now I push in. And what the hey, it's SketchUp. And, you know, if I did this right, you know, this will fit perfectly with that. The moment of truth. I mean, I could swear that I did it exactly right. And as you see, it's perfect. And you see the way I did it, that's how you do it every time. So then you know, if you have an, especially if you have an odd number of panes in terms of height, you'll know where to put the divide exactly. So if I lost you on anything, just rewind the video and watch again, or you can always ask me a question in the comment section below, so I'll answer it for you. So as you can see, I put them in the centers of the openings. And then what I do here is I just go make group here. The reason why I say make group is because I know there's not going to be a component, because I know there's not going to be any other windows like this. Well, I mean, those two windows will be kind of like it, but not as many panes. So I'm just going to put it in this opening, like so. Now, like my garage door, I recessed it 2 inches, 2.5 inches, I mean because of the bricks. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to recess this. So I just bring it in. And you see, perfect window. And now I'll just do, now because I already know where my divide is, I'm just going to make these 2 windows. Like I did that one though. This is really starting to look, this is really looking like a house. I mean, I'm really impressed with it. I really am. Alright, so let me do this quickly. You know what, actually? Screw that. Alright. I just copy this. I analyze the size of my opening here. 3 feet there. And this is 4 feet. So I'm just going to remove some things. And then you notice how I use my elongation thing in my previous video? I do the same here, only I make it shorter. And then this was 4 feet, so I make it shorter one to make it 3 feet. Cool, huh? Just analyzing. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make adjustments to this lattice here to make it perfect. So as you can see, these guidelines here are 1/2 inch. It's got to be outward. Erase those guidelines. I'm going to divide this by 3. Again, if I lost any of you, this is just my way of doing windows perfectly. I usually go faster, but in terms of me trying to explain it, you know, it Takes a little more time, but hey, it's worth it. I love telling you guys how to do it, how to do this stuff. It's fun. Alright, so then I move this over 1/4. So I just bring that out, and then I measure. Gotta erase this now because this will be in my way. Then I just use that select, make sure it's that solid rectangle, and only what's going to be changed, to avoid having to redraw. And just type in that dimension you want. There. Sorry, I have to bend over sometimes to make sure I'm seeing it correctly. Alright, and I move this over 1/2. And now I just go back and make sure everything is exactly right. Which not everything is. Great tell. Let's see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so I moved it the wrong direction. And I want to move it the right direction this time. Yeah, that's what my problem was. I moved them the wrong. Make sure you move them the right direction. Otherwise, you're going to screw up pretty badly. And people come to look at your model, it's going to... I mean, it doesn't... half. Sorry, this mouse isn't working very well. Okay. And then just move it. However long you need to. And then check it again. Make sure you check it. And that is exactly right. Exactly right. Now what I'm going to do here to this, for this window, I'm going to make it a component. Make component. And then copy it into the other opening. Alright, so I'm going to make the front door. Should I save my work? Computers are known to crash. I know from experience. Alright, and like I always do, I always go to up here to get models. Google door JAMB. I always go down to this one, so then see, watch my cursor, door with jam right, door with jam left opening. Then I come down here to door jam 3 feet right ajar. This one I know is good. It's not one faced. Just lay it down in there. Resize, and then I just fit it in the open. Decorate, and then I fit it in the open. like so. Now, a thing about my front doors is I actually added a new feature to my SketchUp. I put locks on my doors now, and you'll see that in just a minute. Alrighty then. Make sure. Now, why is it doing? Why is it acting up? Okay, so I'm going to make sure that the knob color is the same as the other knobs in the house. And it'll be my interior knob. I always make my exterior knobs dark. Now, to make a lock is really not hard at all. And I mean, this is probably the simplest lock you'll see. I'll go from the bottom of the door, move it in 1.5 inches, draw a 1.5 inch line here. As you can see that little dot here. Then I move it up. I go 2 foot 5.5, 2 foot 5.5 inches. Then I make it 3 inches, and 7 inches. Just sort of gives it that finished look to it, so I decided go 1 inch up, 1/4 of the inch this way, 2 inches, 1/2 inch, and I'm getting a text message. Alright, 2 inches, 4 inches, no, 4 inches, 1/4 of an inch, sorry. Make it dark. It's a door with a lock on it. Now I'm going to do something a little different here with my door. I can make it a 4-panel. I'm going to go see who that was. I'll be right back, folks. It was my buddy Joshua. Wanted to know how I did the last problem of that homework. Alright. So then, I'll call him right back, just right after this. Alright, so now that I'm done with that, I just go offset it like 5 inches. Then from the bottom up, I'll go up 3 feet. No, wrong, sorry. 3 feet. Make a divide in the door. And I'll bring it down 4 inches. I'll make this center bar 4 inches also. And I'll just bring it up like that. Let me see. Bring these down. I just put different front doors in, you know, to switch it up, because it's boring if everything's the same. And as usual, I go through the door. Right click, intersect faces with model. I go in and erase. And extrude offset these. Not a bad looking door, if I do say so myself. And I just use... Sometimes it can be a pain in the butt. Alright. And what I want to do now is I want to bring the door in. And isn't that just lovely? It's going to even be more lovely when we see the arched windows here in the next video. So that was it for tonight's video. So this is tonight's video. So I hope you liked it. If you did, please rate, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. There'll be more to come. And I'm almost finished with this house. So excited. Alright. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Alright, thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.